Outer Orange.
Gamers, card gamers, welcome back to another video. OuterOrange here. Today we're going to be discussing Deck Sanders' blog once more, this time for VPremium. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's see what our winning list is. Let's look at how Clan Collection 3 and 4 is kind of looking up, what the meta's doing. Let's see what's happening. So we're gonna go do that. Let's go. All right, here I am. Looks like there is no pie chart. Oh no. How is there no pie chart? Oh my god, there's no pie chart. Well, whatever. We'll deal without the pie chart. But anyway, so here we are. This is Deck Sanders' blog. Here it is right here. We are currently in new Clan Collection for 3 and 4. This is with all the reverse units, all that stuff. So let's go ahead and talk about some of the stuff that's been happening. Look at some lists and kind of just go over them. So we have Royal Paladin starting us off with the new Jewel Knights. This is week 1 with the new Jewel Knight support. Kind of a little hard to see, but we have the new Salami unit that kind of helps switch us for more of the engine. And we obviously have Ashley to kind of help back it up. We have the older grade 2 to kind of help with that. I am seeing Blaster Blade Seeker in here, which is really interesting to see. We have the new grade 1 in here, and then we have the new grade 2, just kind of help backing up this engine a little bit more. And I don't know what this unit is back here. It's a little hard to tell, a little rough on the edges. So let's go ahead. Let's look at this one. This one's much cleaner, a little bit easier to see what's going on here. So they are running. So this one runs a little bit of a different engine, which I actually kind of like. I really like this a lot. So if you guys know what side build does, this is right here. She lets you put a card from your hand to soul to draw a card when she attacks, and as a big grade 2 or less. And then so you can stack your soul this way, and then you can pretty much also, if she is placed on top, you can actually use her skill like a top 3 cards and call a Jewel Knight to the board, and then put the rest to at the bottom. Soul engine is actually really good too. Like you can still buy support to call it down. So pretty much you can reset up your whole board off of this card. It's just great. This engine is just really nice. It's probably one of the best cards that have come out for this Clan Collection. I do like to see this. This kind of forces no retire, but you can also send cards back to deck and then draw 2 cards to kind of help yourself unbrick a little bit. I think this card's awesome. I don't know about this guy. I can't remember his name, but this guy's pretty much just on plays. Cannon Blaster for a grade 2. Call it. It can't be himself, if not mistaken. You can also Soul Blast for the cost. So I'm not crazy about this. I don't think this is as important, but I have to test it to see. But I do think this is nice. This is like perfect. And then you have seen the 2 different heal guardians here. Not really too sure why. I guess Royals doesn't care too much about it because he can't get rushed out as quickly as, you know, like Protected Excel can be. But still, I am kind of I don't know about this. I don't know. I'm one of those people where I'm kind of indifferent. You can go either or, in my opinion, and be fine. But because the 10k shield still, the extra 5k shield is nice, but heal guards are pretty busted. They do give you a lot of ways to deal with stuff. So it's just kind of like I guess that's a personal preference. And then they do run the grade 3 searcher here, and then of course we have our old unit Paladin. I don't know as much about Shadow Paladin, but here we have a Raging Fall, I believe, list. I don't know what any of these cards do except like this card right here and like these cards right here. But regardless, as far as from what I'm hearing, you just restand 10 times and you just go crazy. They are running 8 crits. I have been hearing some people run like a full 16 crit type of engine to just literally kill your opponent as fast as possible, but I'm not really too sure about how that works. I'm not going to go too deep on this because I don't know enough, so I don't want to say stuff I don't know. I think this calls a grade 1 out, if I'm not mistaken. I've seen this card in Vanguard being used, so I'm pretty sure that's what that does. So I think it says Cannon Blast search for grade 1 to call it, so I'd probably just to call this guy out to kind of set up your board with all your Revengers and stuff like that. Just go from there. I do see where the engine's going, just don't know how good or bad it is. I hear from actual Shadow players that's actually doing pretty well. Let's go ahead and look at Luard. I've been facing a lot more Luard recently, so I actually have a better understanding what in the world this deck does. So we have the double engine here. They're running 1 less of this guy, running the main Luard, now the drag card. I believe this is drag card. And then you got Abyssal Owl, you got your guy that gives you extra stuff. You got the multi-attacking, I can't remember what she does, but I think she gives you power, goes to the soul, interceptor guy, and then you have your 0, and then you have your grade 3 searcher, your other searcher for Luard, Murfessa obviously to kind of help with the engine, and there's just another pretty much just a Luard list doing Luard things. You get your pieces, you set up your board, and then you just go crazy, and then you get 2 crit, and then you endgame. Pretty much what that does. Golds, looks like Golds has nothing. Oracle Think Tank, the witches have shown themselves. The witches indeed have shown themselves. So witch is a very interesting deck. You can run a pure witch list if you really want to. I don't know about the triggers, but I think it's almost close to pretty much a pure list, but you're almost there. So you have the Coco, obviously, because Coco just fuels your engine to get protect markers, and then you can go into Zozo to kind of end. But now we have this new card that lets you have a 4th attack. I love this card. This is actually a promo. I think her name is, I don't remember her name, I don't remember the top of my head, but she's a promo. Pretty much her skill says you can put her into soul and look at top 3 and stack in any order, but she also has second skill. She's also counts as a grade 3 in soul, so she's really cool. So she fuels fuels this engine a turn sooner, so you have to soul blast a grade 3 to do this skill, but luckily enough, this card acts as a grade 3, so you can actually just do this a turn earlier, which is awesome. And then this is actually another promo. I don't know off the top of my head what this card does, but I'm pretty sure it gives you a protect marker. And then I don't know what this card is. I think this is the new one of some of the, I think these two are the new witches, and I'm not really too familiar with what they do, but you know, they probably just fuel the engine even more so. They do their stuff, and then oh, this is interesting to see. And then we still want one. This is one of the old ones. She says when she hits, you could draw a card, and you can actually from soul she can pop out if you wrote a witch, and then you can soul blast to put her back in and draw a card. But if I'm mistaken, I think that's like the policy of her. It's pretty good. See, we have the crit sentinels here. Not a bad idea at all, considering you are going to be having protect markers anyway. So the crit sentinels actually make sense. And then we have normal crits, some draws, and some heals. I'm surprised they don't have the win con in here. I also can't remember her name, but it's pretty much the card that says if you have 10 or less cards, you have a guard restrict active on her, and she's not really too bad. I would honestly run just one of her. Like, I would probably take out this and run that instead, or the opposite, take out one of these and run her instead, as I think she's pretty useful. I do understand the draws, though. You do want to see enough witches to get up protects to kind of have your engine. Also, this card just fuels off of that. You can attack with this first and then go into this and just do some funny stuff with it as she gives your front row a bunch of power. So this combination is just really solid. It's just really good to see. I'm really glad to see the witches coming through. I will definitely be building that, so I'm really excited. Just as empty, Angel Feathers empty. I don't know. Oh, here we have a Conqueror list. This is with the new stuff here. So this is DD. This is reverse DDD, regular DDD. It's pretty much a DDD list from what I'm seeing here. And yeah, I know there's like a little marker destroying type of thing. So it's nice to see this just working out. I'm not a big Kagero player, so I don't know too much about this, but I'm assuming you just kind of destroy markers and just keep annoying your opponent with restands and just kind of end game and just Kagero doing Kagero things. Oh, we got Narakami with the Vanquisher. So Vanquisher still holding on strong. This is Vanquisher, and then the new guy. So this new guy is actually interesting. If you have stuff bound, he pretty much just gains all his power. He's a triple drive. He has a 70k base, and he's also a base crit too. So this is actually a very, very fun card in my opinion. I think this card's really strong as its own. And then also, like, as long as you have 2 bound, this card activates. And obviously you have stuff that keeps your bind going, so you can just keep going. So you can pretty much cycle between these two and then go into this if you want, and kind of just like force your opponent to just cry a little bit. And you're still running all the regular Vanquisher stuff I'm seeing here, so you still have the Dragging Shot and just your support for your binding support here, binding from hand, etc., calling stuff out, and then just searching and then hitting your engine and doing all that. So that's pretty much Vanquisher doing Vanquisher things. And then Tachi's grab blue, empty for now, Bermuda Triangle, Coral. So I saw this list and I didn't know what to think about it. This is a Referee Coral list. I see the gimmick behind this is just very odd. So they're not running the guard restrict, which means you aren't gonna have guard restrict at all. Because if you guys know about Coral, you actually have a very insane guard restrict. You can only call triggers, and you can only call 2 cards, and you have to call 2 cards at the same time. Guard restrict type of thing on here, if I'm not mistaken. I used to run it, and it's actually how I randomly outsack someone. I'm sorry, you go force 1, but your critical becomes force 2, so you can just essentially just like end for game pretty easily. Yeah, but with this Ferrari stuff, I guess you can start here and end here, or you can start here and end here. The only thing I don't like about this card is that she is restricted to opponent being grade 3 or greater for the full skill, like for her full skill pretty much. Like, that being said, writing this first kind of sucks, and writing this first isn't really doing you too much. So I'm just kind of wondering what this is, like what the win con is. I guess you start here, get your Excel markers, get a super pressure board, and you go into this. The only issue with this whole deck is that you barely draw, and this is actually one of the few things that helps you draw, and running short amount of these doesn't really help you at all. This kind of just fuels your soul, but again, you're not replacing anything, you're just, searching, and this does the same thing. This is one I like this card, but so by the time you get to this, I feel like you just might lose, but anything's possible. If they won, they won. I'm not gonna judge it. I haven't tried it, so I'm not gonna complain. I tried a Riviera version of this, and that was really fun, but I haven't tried a Coral version, so that sounds pretty interesting. I would have to test this out to fully see its peak. I am seeing the 16 crit here, and I totally am behind this 100% because this gains like insane amount of drive checks if you have like pretty much your whole board full of markers with the exception of Vanguard. You get 5 drive checks, which is pretty insane. So you can hit like 5 crits, put them on all your rears and all that stuff. And what's nice is that these actually they gain power off of themselves. This can gain boost, all this other stuff. So you can kind of like use these to help you yourself gain power. Aquaforce, Pale Moon, yeah, Dark Irregulars, ooh, Amon. We got some Amon stuff. Cool. This is pretty cool to see. With we got the Number of Terror, got Hope on Damp here. We got 2 Hope on Damps actually, and then we have the Heal Guardians, and then the grade 1 helpers and all this stuff. Oh, I haven't seen this guy in a hot minute. It's been a second since I've seen this card. Don't even remember what he does. It's been that long. But oh, and running the old succubus here. So this is kind of like an old engine with the new stuff. That's really cool to see. A lot of these cards are old, like, or they're from the Luke Year set. Some of these cards are from the Luke Year set. So it's actually pretty interesting to see this. Runs 12 crit. They do run heals. And Coral, same thing. They do run. Does Coral run heals? Coral did not run heals. Coral, no, it did run heals. Sorry, this was 12 crit. I don't know why I said 16 earlier. I'm sorry if I did. I meant 12. But anyway, 12 crit again. Pretty interesting. Does this one 12 crit too? Let's see here. No, they run some draw. They run pretty lethal crit, but not full crit. They also run Dimension Creeper. And then yeah, they're running some of the Soul Engine, and I haven't seen this guy in a hot minute. Dang, people also running some also wow. What is this? I forgot Master of the Fifth Element even existed, and this guy's old too. Oh my gosh, it's weird to see. And then this guy helps with Soul. It's weird to see all these like old cards start coming out, which is pretty cool. DI is very toolboxy, so you kind of randomly will see some old cards that you thought just don't matter, so they start coming out. So it's pretty cool. Pretty cool to see this. Pretty exciting. So that's good old DI. Spikes, Gears, Neonectar. Neonectar got a maiden list. I'm really excited about this actually. I've been wanting to pick up a maiden list for a while now, but I've been holding back because I'm not like crazy about Neonectar, even though it does look really cool. But this is pretty much the Peony list. From the looks of it, this looks like the Peony list here, and running. I don't know what half these cards do. I just know what Peony, like what she does. I don't know what anything else really does. But I'm glad that there was some success. I know that Peony like pretty much lets you have like tokens really quickly, and you kind of just go off of that, and you just have like just pretty much free board all the time. I don't know if this is better than Cecilia. I'm going to take a guess and say it's not. The new Cecilia stuff actually seems pretty correct. I faced a Neonectar player pretty recently actually, and if I wasn't holding PGs, I was like 100% dead, as they were like swinging for 4 crit per attack. It was pretty lethal. It was 3 attacks, but it was three very lethal attacks. Great Nature is quiet, Mega Colony is quiet, Nova Grappler is quiet, Dimension Police is quiet, Link Joker is quiet, and Fang Trade is quiet. Dang, that's everything we have so far for VPremium, doing VPremium things. So it's actually not too much, but we're starting to see some lists pop. Oh yeah, no, I got them. We are seeing some lists start to pop up. Other than that, that's it. That's all the stuff I have for y'all for now. But if this starts filling up even more, if I see pretty much double the list that we currently have, I'll definitely be doing another video on this because I love VPremium and I'm really excited to see kind of things pop off. This is just week 1. These are week 1 results, and we will potentially see more. Let's go ahead and switch on over. Hello, I'm back. So this one was a little bit chiller. You normally go a little bit longer. I normally have more to say, but there was less lists to look at, so there was less to say. But other than that, guys, that's kind of the beginning of the VPremium quick collection stuff. You can start here, like look at Dexander's blog and kind of see if there are any clans that you're interested in that's in this pack of things. I'm mainly interested in Jewel Knights, but if there's anything you're interested in that you might be curious about, this would be a good spot to go and look into these things. I'm sure there'll be more lists updated. The clan selection stuff did kind of just start coming out, so I'm sure we'll see more. This was kind of week 1. A lot of V recently. V has been kind of like my main approach. I don't know why, and I just realized my cat toy is right there. Well, that I don't know if you guys noticed that the whole video, but there it was. My cat toy is randomly there. My cat's been very playful recently, so I've been playing a lot with her. But anyway, other than that, guys, I'm gonna head out and tell me what you're interested in clan collection. If there's anything you're interested in, are you gonna stick to the list you currently have? Or are you gonna try something else? What are you looking to build? What is your interest? What do you like in V? What are you playing in V? What have you been taking competitively, casually, whatever? I recently topped with Prism, so I'm pretty excited. But other than that, guys, I'll be talking about that in another video, so stay tuned for that video where I discuss Prism, Highlander, and my matches and all that stuff. So if you're watching this, you keep in mind that in a couple days a new video will be released for all of that fun stuff for Crow's Nest. So if you really like this content, please like and subscribe if you're enjoying what you are looking at, and stay tuned for that video. Other than that, peace out. Das vidanya. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.